Hey everybody, it's Peter B. And I want to recap my Cracker Jack collection. I just got a new card. I don't want to show it to you at the end, but I figure let's see my collection of Cracker Jacks. Now, Cracker Jacks have become very, very expensive, even for a common. It's going to be 200 to 300 just to get a good condition one, like a 1 or a 2. They have become very expensive. And I wish I started collecting them way back when they were much cheaper. But I didn't catch the bug until recently. I always loved them, and I had a bunch pre-COVID. And I just want to, I added to collection after COVID. So let's show you what I got. First one off is Birmingham of the Cleveland Athletics. And like Cracker Jack, they have that real nice red background. And it says Cracker Jack players with a name, team, and whether it's Americans, Nationals, or even the Federal League. The Federal League did exist at the time Cracker Jacks came out. So this is Birmingham of Cleveland. And I'm going to start with 1915s and then show you 1914s. This is a 1915. Easiest way, when you turn it over, everything's upside down. They made a special book you can put them in, so they purposely printed them upside down. So right off the bat, you can tell that's a 1915. They also mention, if I get this, that you can send in a small fee and get the whole set of Cracker Jacks. So they were issued in the Cracker Jack box, as well as you can send away for them. 1915s tend to be real nice because they don't have that caramel stain. They weren't in the box with the actual Cracker Jack. Some have, some were in the box, and others were not. So 1915 tend to be in a little bit better condition if you get one that was ordered through the mail. So this is Birmingham, the first one. And I'm going to say with 1915s for your first few of them. And this is Suggs, and he is from the Baltimore Federal team. It's again upside down. I thought this was cool because they were the Baltimore Terrapins, and that's a turtle logo on his jersey. So I thought that was cool. Suggs of the Baltimore Federals. And I got Earl Moore of the Buffalo Federals. He's playing catch. You can see his tiny glove. Real nice drawing of him on that lovely red background. And the next one is Connolly of the Boston National League team. Once again, 1915. I'm not going to flip it around. It is 1915. I always like the picture of this guy. This is Frank Smith of the Baltimore Federals. I always thought that was a cool picture, him in his wind-up. Balls in his hand, big leg lift, his glove, and he's looking right into the catcher mitt. Frank Smith. Oops, sorry about that. Habatzel, Boston Americans, the Red Sox. Picture of him swinging the bat. Now, I love this card. It's another Red Sox player. Wagner, not Honest, but Heine Wagner. Played shortstop for the Red Sox. Looks like he's in game mode, all serious. standing there waiting for the pitch. Cool. And a couple graded. Here is Miller of the St. Louis Nationals. Reaching down to get a low ball and try to smack it down the first baseline. And we have Becker of the Philadelphia Nationals. Always liked this shot. He was an outfielder, so that's him in the outfield, probably throwing it in or playing catch. You see his glove in the background. So those are 1915 Cracker Jacks, the second and final year they came out. Now I'll show you the rest will be 1914s. And here is the card that started it all off. Otto Nabe of the Baltimore Federals. 1914, I'm going to flip it around. And you can see that they're upright. And this is card number 1. Like I said, the one that started it all off. And you can see the ad does not mention anything about doesn't mention anything about the mail-in. Had to read it real quick. So that's the 1914, the first one. I got Lavender, Chicago Nationals. A little trimmed on the top. Still nice colors on this card. And it's definitely in 1914. And I love this card. Had this card a long time. Chief Myers of the New York Nationals. There he is, being a catcher, probably playing catch. Probably warming up Christy Mathewson. Once again, it's upright. So those are the ones I've had. And now the last one I'm going to show you is my brand new one. And if you notice something, I don't have any Hall of Famers. And Hall of Famers these days are horrific in price. Well, I did manage to pick up a Hall of Famer, but it wasn't a biggie. It wasn't Ty Cobb or Christy Mathewson or Walter Johnson. Those are wicked expensive. I got a decent player, and it's a decent pose, but it is my first and so far only Hall of Famer Crackerjack. And this is Fred Clark of the Pittsburgh Pirates. He was a real good outfielder, and he also became player manager for the Pirates when they went to the early World Series, 1903, and then again against Tigers like 1908, 9, 10, something like that. So he's a decent Hall of Famer. He's definitely not a top tier, but he'd be maybe a third tier. He's no slouch. And this is 1914. You can see the caramel stains from being in the Crackerjack box. And so that's it. That's my most recent pickup. And I'm excited because it is a Hall of Famer. Right now, I'm the only Hall of Famer in my set. So that's my Crackerjack collection. These are wonderful cards. As far as pre-war cards, they're in the top 3. Probably goes T206, the number 1, 1933 Gaudi's number 2 set, and this will probably be the number 3 set, 1914-15 Crackerjacks. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed these little lovely red cards issued by Crackerjack. Thank you.